In this video, we are going to discuss about the water content of natural gas. So the first thing that we should know that what is the role of the water available in the natural gas. So the water, especially the water vapor that is available in the natural gas, it is treated as the most common undesirable impurity found in the natural gas. Normally all type of the natural gas is associated the water in the range of 400 to 500 pounds of water vapor per million standard cubic feet of gas. This huge amount of the water vapor is not recommended in the natural gas, and the maximum water content that is possible, that is tolerable in the natural gas, is up to the 7 pounds of the water per million standard cubic feet of the natural gas. So that is why we need to remove this huge amount of the water from the natural gas. So there are a few reasons why, if suppose the water is there in the natural gas, what will happen if the water is there. So there are a few problems arises if the water content is available in the natural gas. The primary reason, or you can say the first problem, is basically the hydrate formation. So water removal is necessary to remove to control the gas hydrate formation. So what is the gas hydrate? So we'll discuss separately about the gas hydrate. It is, you just imagine, it is a solid like structure. So what happened, the natural gas combined with the liquid or free water to form the solid hydrates, solid like structure that can plug the walls, fittings, or even the pipelines. So if the solid hydrates and the gas hydrates form in the any transportation line, then these solids may plug and at the walls, and even it choke the pipelines. So obviously that causes the rupturing of the pipelines and the huge loss of the natural gas because of this, and accidents may happen because of this problem. So that can be one of the primary reasons for the removal of the water content. And the other reason is the liquid water promotes the corrosion, particularly in the presence of the H2S and CO2, that is acid gas. If acid gas is there, and normally in the natural gas acid gas is there, so if the acid gas is there and if the liquid water is there, so what happens, these acid gases are react with the liquid water to form the acidic nature of the liquid, and that can corrode the pipelines and other metallic, basically the constructions material, locations, pipelines, and any processing units. So that's why we need to remove. And also slugging flow may result if the liquid water condenses in the flow lines. What happen if there are chances of the water condensation because of the temperature and pressure condition in the flow line. So what happen, because of that one, the liquid water will be there along with the natural gas. So that causes the problem in the flow of the natural gas. And the last reason, it can be water vapor increases the volume and hence decreases the heating value of the natural gas. So it is also just like diluent in the natural gas. So these are the reason for the removal of the water content from the natural gas. So when we have to remove the water from the natural gas, means the dehydration process, when we have to carry out the dehydration process in the field processing, basically that is a very important thing. So what happen, normally the sweetening process means the removal of the acid gases from the natural gas. Normally if you carried out any sweetening process that involves the use of an aqueous solution, means that involves the extensive use of water. So what happen if you use the dehydration, that is a water removal processing unit after the sweetening process, so that will be okay, so that we can handle dehydration process can handle the water also involved in the sweetening process. So that is why often the dehydration process is done after the desulfurization process. And if dehydration is necessary in some places due to certain regions, due to the high amount, so for that thing the partial dehydration was carried out for the hydrate inhibitions, and that are carried out with the help of some chemicals and some other ways. That is also possible even before the desulfurization. But the permanent removal of the water content is carried out after the desulfurization, since in the desulfurization process water is also used. What are the parameters basically that affects the water content in the natural gas? So these are the 4 different parameters: pressure, temperature, salt content, and the gas composition. So first one, pressure. Water content decreases with increasing pressure. So what happens if you increase the pressure of any system in any gas? So the things, the materials that is in the gas always try to shift towards the liquid phase. So this is the same for here. If the pressure is increasing, water content will be decrease. That is the relationship with the water and pressure and water content. And if temperature, it's very simple. If the temperature increases, automatically things that is even available in the liquid phase, if suppose water is in the liquid phase, that will be vaporizes and will be a part of the natural gas. So it means that water content increases with the increase of the temperature. So water content will be also be increased due to the increase in temperature. The third is the salt content of the free water, that is in equilibrium with natural gas in the reservoir. So more salt content, water content decreases with increasing the salt content. More with the salt content, less will be the water in the natural gas. That is the inverse relationship. So temperature is direct relationship, pressure is inverse relationship, reservoir, salt content is inverse relationship. Gas composition, higher gas gravity, value is high, then you have the less water in the natural gas. So this is also the inverse relationship. So only the temperature have the direct relationship and every other parameters have the inverse relationship. By increasing that parameter, the water content will be decreases. So this is about the effect of the water content. So in this one we have to go through the 2 very common terms used in the dehydration used in the water content calculation. One is the dew point. So dew point is the temperature at which the gas is saturated. So gas is saturated with the water vapor at the given pressure. So that is basically here the saturated with the water vapor. That is the important term basically in the dew point. What happens? The water, that is water vapor at that particular temperature or pressure, is saturated in that condition with the natural gas. So what happens if that is a possibility? It indirectly indicates the water content of natural gas. We can able to calculate the water content at that temperature and pressures, and that is called the saturated water content. And that also gives the maximum limit of water content at that given pressure and temperature. Saturation condition means that is the maximum possible temperature, maximum possible water content of that one. So dew point is that what the temperature at which the water vapor attain the saturation condition with the natural gas. Dew point depression is the difference between the dew point temperature of the gas stream before and after the dehydration. This is called the dew point depression. What it means, for example, let us take a simple example. If suppose we have a natural gas at condition 1, there are dew point temperature is, say for example, 50 degree Fahrenheit. What it means that if you lower down the temperature, if you lower the temperature up to 40 or less than 50 degree, so automatically water will be condensed down here. Water will be in the liquid phase. So that is the problem. That is the basic of the dew point. Then we have to remove the water, removal of water, and we now have this natural gas at the second condition. Here we have calculated dew point. Obviously if the water is removed, so the dew point is lowered here. This is the dew point. Now temperature dew point. It means that you can attain the temperature up to 20 degree Fahrenheit. Lesser than 20 degree will create the water condensation will start at that point. So what is the dew point difference, depression in the dew point? That is 50 minus 20 is equal to 30 degree Fahrenheit. This is the depression in dew point depression. That is basically the difference between these two values. So that is a very important and very common term, and we should know about this one also.